From the lush green lands to the cascading waterfalls, wonders of the world, the oldest habitat of territories on earth, a rich cultural heritage, a continent of 1.1 billion people, second largest and most populous, a continent pregnant with possibilities, home to 30% of Earth's mineral resources, 50% of its people under 25 years. Africa, the land of the great. Our spirit resilient. Our enterprise profitable. Our future inspiring. Africa is inspiring. Be inspired.
I recently found an acronym that said that women means women organized to be able to stand against making abuse non-existent. I found that to be very profane because in Africa, women are abused on many levels. On the domestic level, on the emotional level, and also on the mental level. I am a survivor of domestic violence of 9 years. And I'm here to tell you that you can overcome it as well if you've gone through domestic violence. What we need to do is, first of all, women, we need to unite. Unite with one voice to say no to domestic violence against women in Africa. Because women are wonderfully and fearfully created. We are unique because we are the womb carriers that allows creation to continue to exist in the human race. If we look down on a woman, we look down on God's creation, and we also look down on the world in itself. Women need to be nurtured, women need to be inspired, women need to be empowered so that they can be happy to continue to do what they naturally do on a daily basis. So my first point is, women, we need to unite together. Let's learn to help each other and speak to one another in love. If we stand together as one voice and show the whole world that women are superhuman beings because of all the things we're able to achieve, I think the world will be better in treating us as who God created us to be. The O in women also stands for overcomers. Women can overcome every circumstances that comes their way. Women have so many different tasks that they encumber through the whole day. They go through labor, which a man cannot go through and will never experience the intense pain of childbirth. But women go through that, carrying the baby and nurturing it for 9 to 10 months and then delivering this child. Women overcome all manners of disasters, from having the death of a family member, having to care for the children, having to hold down a job, having to also do all that needs to be done to make sure that everyone in a home is carefully provided for. Women are natural overcomers. And that's why we say, if you support women and you love them and care for them, they're able to do extraordinary things. The M for women also stands for multitasking. Women can do so many things at the same time. Have you ever seen a mother trying to attend to her children and also attend to her husband, and she's cooking at the same time, and she's running a business at the same time? They are super women, truly, that exist across the continent of Africa and beyond. And these women need to be applauded for what they do, because sometimes our jobs are thankless. People forget to say thank you to the woman that has always been there for them, that either brought them to this world, stood beside them through thick and thin, encouraged them, cried for them, prayed for them, and loved them despite all their faults. Men should not look at women as the weaker vessels, but look at them as their co-partner in ensuring that their lives together will be a beautiful and glorious one. The A in woman stands for ability to do anything that a woman thinks of to do. A woman is capable of doing whatever she sets her mind to do. She's able to cross all barriers regardless of the profession in which she decides to embark upon. I am a serial entrepreneur, and I have been one even while I was going through domestic violence. Yes, I had tough times. Yes, I had days where I cried. Yes, I had days where I felt I should commit suicide. But when I looked into the loving eyes of my children, I realized that I still had a lot to live for. And I said, no, I'm not going to succumb to the pressure of this terrible life that I'm going through right now. I'm going to continue to forge ahead. I'm going to overcome the situation. And I'm going to also take control of my mind and fight the battle of depression and say that, you know what? You're going through this right now, but this too shall pass. It is just a phase in life. It is not the end of it all. So therefore, I continued to live my life, and I want to use that as a medium to speak to all mothers out there. Don't be ashamed. Do not cower away. Don't feel inferior. Stand tall. Stand proud. You are a beautiful, phenomenal woman. Yes, you are going through something that is really, really painful, but know that God has got your back, and other women across the continent has also got your back. I speak to all men across the world that if you exist in this world, you came through a woman. So even if you don't care about anything else, you should care for your mother. And because of that, care for your own child, because you might end up having a daughter. And you would not want your child, your precious daughter, to be abused by another man. So for all the men that have ever dared to raise their hands against a woman, I say to you, don't do it again. Repent from it and move forward and learn to say you're sorry and be truly sorry.